Hi Libra, this is your December 2021 love reading. So make sure you stick around until the end because I'm going to do a pick a card reading, a really quick one to answer any questions that you guys might have. But yes, we are going to go ahead and get started. All right. Overall energy, we have the Nine of Swords. Whoa, your cards, it's like there's so many messages. How you view the situation, we have Judgment. Truth of the matter, we have the Emperor. Recent past, we have the Three of Swords. Present energy, we have the Ace of Wands. Near future, we have Temperance, and what this person's higher self wants to tell you. We have the King of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. All right. So it does feel like some of you have been in this Nine of Swords energy where, you know, if you were in some sort of connection, it was just becoming such a burden. Like you never really felt safe. You were constantly overthinking this connection. It didn't feel right. Something just felt very off to you. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. We have someone here was keeping, either they had, like their heart was shut, or they were keeping a lot of secrets. Like there was so much that they weren't telling you, but you were intuitively feeling. We have the Six of Cups. Yeah, it's like the two of you, there is a past life element going on here. That's why you were very drawn to this person. It's like immediately you had a soft spot for them, but it feels like this person has a lot of healing left to do. And again, you intuitively felt like something's wrong, that what this person is telling me isn't the truth. I feel like they're doing some shady stuff. And it feels like they had a whole nother life that they kept hidden from you. It feels there's a little bit of gaslighting energy here where you would constantly express your feelings and your concerns, and they would just call you crazy, tell you that you're overthinking whatever, and then you come to find out. It feels like how you view the situation, it does feel like you're finally getting evidence that you were right this whole time, and that is it's like that's what you needed to really heal from this. You needed that, you needed that evidence that you were right, that you weren't crazy, that you weren't overthinking. The truth of the matter, we have the Emperor. It's almost like this situation actually really helped you become more powerful and become more aligned with your higher self, because you're recognizing how intuitive you are, and how your higher self, your intuition, this inner knowing of yours is always on your side, is always protecting you, and you're kind of realizing that it's always right. And that has really helped deepen your connection to spirit, to your spiritual side, to your soul, to your higher self, to your intuition, and that has been a very empowering experience for you. Recent past, we have the Three of Swords. Again, it does feel like this person just kept breaking your heart. Like this wasn't a connection where like you had peace and there was true love and honesty. It just feels like a lot of chaotic energy. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost, again, there is some sort of a spiritual connection between the two of you. And just because we have spiritual connections with people doesn't mean that we're meant to be with them. Again, because a lot of people don't choose the path of healing in this life. And that means they aren't aligned to their soul, and they don't reach their potential. It's like you sense who they truly are, but they may never embody that in this life. And that's the kind of energy here. It's like you knew there was something very pure, a very deep soul connection, but this person really just is avoiding healing at all costs. But that's why this really did hurt you, because it's like you're wondering why you held on for so long, even though you knew it was in your best interest to leave. And it's because you felt that. You felt the potential here. You saw this person for who they truly could be. And so you weren't wrong for that. You weren't crazy. You weren't making things up. You're very, very intuitive, and you were feeling the truth here. The truth of their soul, but you were kind of avoiding the 3D, like what they're actually embodying. And there's nothing wrong with that. You wanted to see the best in them, but you're kind of I feel like this was a very important lesson for you to kind of see both worlds. It's feel that spiritual connection, but also see if they're aligned to their higher self. See if they're, on this healing journey, wanting to better themselves. Present energy, we have the Ace of Wands. It feels like you're finally free from this. You're free from this chaotic energy. You're so much more connected to your higher self. This really helped you take a huge leap forward on your spiritual journey. And this is beneficial for you in all aspects of your life, in your career, in your love life, in your spiritual, whatever it is. You really have such a deeper bond to your intuition, and by listening to it and trusting it, it's going to lead you to where you're meant to be. Again, I feel like that was the blessing of this ending. It's almost like this was one of the better things that has happened to you, because it connected you to yourself. Near future, we have Temperance. Tell me about Temperance. We have the Two of Wands. The Chariot. Yeah, you're headed, it's like you're in the near future, you're going to feel so much more balanced. Again, there's something about you really taking a huge leap forward in your spiritual growth. And that's gonna lead you to success. That's why I mentioned the thing about this is helpful in your career as well, in all aspects of your life. It actually feels like you will be making a significant, I know this is a love reading, but you'll be making a significant decision when it comes to where you're headed. It's like you'll be at a crossroads, and by trusting your intuition, you're headed to success. Like you're going to win very, very big. And I feel like this, you're able to follow your intuition here, because this situation really proved to you how accurate it is and how you can trust it. Whereas if this hadn't happened, you may have chosen the path that was more logical and that made more sense, in the 3D world. And that may have not gotten you to this success as quickly as the other path would have. So again, it feels like this was a huge, huge blessing in disguise for you. It's leading you to a lot of success. What this person's higher self has to tell you, we have the King of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, I got a phone call. But yeah, what their higher self wants to tell you is honestly to keep focusing on yourself. Again, it feels like you're very aligned to your higher self right now. You're really embodying this Libra energy. You're feeling very balanced, very connected, and free. There's something that has, it's like this situation has kept you in this chaotic energy for so long, and you're finally starting to feel free again. And so much more in control of your energy and where you're directing it. And really what they're saying is to focus. Like right now is a very good time for you guys to build. I know we're deterring from the love messages, but it feels like because you guys are at such a high vibration, any seeds you plant will bloom so fast, so healthy, so strong, very strong roots. So this is a very perfect time for you guys to manifest. Connect with your intuition, follow its guidance, let it show you where you're meant to go, which of these seeds you're meant to plant, because it feels like this is a very significant point in your life, where whatever you pursue here, you will achieve. Whatever you desire will come to you. So keep that in mind. All right. Let's see. We're gonna jump into your pick a card reading. These are gonna be pretty quick. It's just one card. So pause the video, meditate on your question, and then pick a card. And yeah, you can ask as many questions as you like, pick as many cards as you'd like. So go ahead and pause the video. All right, so we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. All right, group number 1, we have the 12th house. So if your question was a yes or no, the answer would be no. This feels like a very karmic situation. The 12th house is all about endings. It almost feels like this is something very significant that you're meant to walk away from. And by walking away from it, you're clearing a huge karmic debt. If this is about a relationship, it was meant to end. If it's about a career or project, you're meant to close that chapter and open a new one. It's like you've finished a whole cycle and it's time to start a brand new one. And take everything that you've learned from this past and apply it to these new seeds that you're gonna plant. But yeah, it is time for a new beginning. It's time for a new cycle. There's a book and a chapter that's coming to a close, and it's happening for you. It's in your best interest. This wasn't something that was meant to last. All right, group number 2. We have the 4th house. So if yes or no question, this would be a yes. It feels like whatever this is, it's a very grounding energy for you. It feels very safe, very strong roots. Yeah, whatever this is, it has the potential to be very long lasting. Again, it's your roots are so powerful, which makes me think that it's not like they're there if you so choose that you want to follow this path. It's like the universe has already supported it. It's like they've already created those roots for you. These could have been roots that you've grown like for many, many lifetimes. So whatever this is, if you want to pursue it, you're very supported, and the situation feels very protected and stable. All right, group number 3, we have the first quarter moon. Very interesting. I did Cancer's reading, and their third card was also the same message. This could go either way. This is, if your question was a yes or a no, it's whichever you want. It's both. It doesn't feel like, it's something destined where it's gonna happen no matter what, like it's set in stone, but it also doesn't feel like something karmic that's not meant to stay in your life. It feels like you're at a crossroads. You could go either way and you'd be making the right decision. It's just which path you choose to energetically align yourself with, and which path resonates more with you now and at this point in your life. But yeah, if there's something confusing you, if you're at a crossroads and feel very confused, it's because there's no right or wrong. It's not like one is drastically better option. They're both equally the same. They're both possibilities. Like if this is a connection, you want to choose whether to stay or go, or choosing between two people, there is no right or wrong decision. But that also means that it's not a very powerful situation. It's more of a neutral, whatever it is, it's more neutral. It's not going to drastically affect your life, make you feel like, passionate and intense, but it's also not karmic where it's just going to keep teaching you lessons and keep trying to show you something. It's just very neutral. Like there's a lot of harmony. It works. If you want just some peace in your life, this will give it to you. But yeah, it feels more just like in the center, not too crazy, not too good, not too bad, just balanced. And some people prefer that. So if you do, again, whichever path you choose, you're going to get the same results, basically. All right, Libra, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.